D13 day 1, and we're introducing you to the owl sound as in cow. So we've got k-ow, n-ow, and we're using the O-W to make the owl sound. H-ow, so we're colouring in the O-W in all these words. Owl, so it's at the start of the word now. Now it's in the middle of the word. Owl, h-owl, d-owl, n, t-owl, n, k-owl, n, b-owl, n. So you can see that O-W for the owl sound can be at the end of a word, in the middle of a word, or at the start of a word. Okay, let's have a look at what these words mean. We've got a cow is an animal that gives us milk and beef, meat to eat. It can, if you have a lot of cows, we can call them cattle. You could say cows, but you can also say a herd of cattle. Now means right now, this instant. So quite often we'll time people to see how long it takes them to do something, and we might say start now. How is a question. You're asking something like, how does the sun shine, or whatever you need to know. If you're asking a question, say how before it. Owl is a type of bird. It's a nocturnal animal that comes out at night. Fowl is a domesticated bird, which means it's a bird that you would keep at home. So quite often people keep hens or chooks at home to give them eggs, and some people might use them for meat as well. Howl is like a cry out loud that a wolf might make, or a baby might howl, which is crying out loud if it's hungry or it's hurt. Down means you're moving in a downwards direction. You're going down the slope. The opposite to down would be up. So let's pop that in a little box so you know it means the opposite. A town is a place where you go to where there's lots of houses and shops, but it's not as big as a city. It's smaller than a city. The opposite to town would be country. Clown is a person that dresses up to look really funny to make us laugh, so they might give themselves a big red nose and a funny hat and frizzy hair and big shoes. They're just trying to make us laugh. Sometimes they do tricks like juggling. Brown is a colour, so bears are quite often brown. Right, let's read these words, sound them, spell them, cover and write them 3 times. So we're going to go k-ow, 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 C-O-W, C-O-W, C-O-W. Cover it and write it 3 times. D13, day 2, we're revising that the O-W can make the owl sound as in cow. So let's read these words. Cow, now, how, owl, fowl, howl, down, town, clown, brown. You can go back and read the word, sound the word, spell the word, and don't forget to cover it before you write it. Down here you have to finish, link and write. So we're adding in the owl sound, which is the O-W, to all of these words. Then you have to link it to the picture, and then you have to write those words down here. You can finish the rest of those on your own. Cross the one that does not belong. Let's read those words. We've got owl, bird, moth, fowl and chick. Which one is not a bird? It would have to be moth. You'd have to cross out. See if you can work out which one is not a colour in this line. Black, red, down, brown, pink. And cross out the one that is not a colour. Finish and read. We've got to add owl to each of these words, O-W for each of them, and then we can read it. And it says how, now, brown, cow. You can finish that page now. D13, day 3, we're revising that the O-W can make the owl sound, like in cow, now, how, owl, owl, h-owl, d-own, t-own, k-own, b-own. So you can finish those off by reading them, sounding them, spelling them and writing them. Down here we've got singular and plural. Singular means one and plural means more than one. So if we want something to mean one, we don't put an S on the end. But if we want it to mean more than one, a plural, we quite often add an S to the end of the base word. So if we have two owls, we'd say owls. But if we only have one, we would say one owl. If we have one fowl, that's okay. But if we have three, we have to say fowls. We would say one cow, but we would say a herd of cows. One clown or a few clowns. Over here it says, draw a clown with fuzzy brown hair and a frown. Alphabetical order. You have to say the alphabet and see if there's a word that starts with that letter. So A, no, B, yes, brown, so you'd write that in the first spot. A, B, C, D, yes, there's down, that would be the next letter, next word that you write. You'd have to continue saying the alphabet and looking to see if there's a word that starts with that letter. It has to be at the start of the letter. This is verb families where we're adding S, ing or ed to change the tense of the word or when we'd use it. So if we say the fox will or the wolf will howl, it howls all the time, we'd have to add S to the end. It is howling now, we'd add the ing. It howled last night, we put ed on the end of it. And we've got some sentences down here for you to write those words in the sentences. So you're going to have to work out which one goes where. The dog will, the baby is, the cat something all day, she something when she is sick. So you can finish that page now you know what to do. Bye. D13, day 4, we're looking at prepositions. So a preposition is a word in the sentence that tells us where something is. So there's a little word preposition hidden inside the word preposition, which is a good hint to you to look for the positional word in the sentence. If you look at this, it says, look at the numbers and fill in the gaps. So we've got little owls all through this forest and they're numbered. Over here we've got some words that you're going to use. These are prepositions that we're going to use to fill in and finish these sentences. So we've got on, we've got on twice because we need it twice, under, by, beside, near, between, next to. So the owl is something, the tree, number one owl, has to be one of these words. I think it might be under. If we write it in under, yes, that works. So then you've got to find number two owl. Okay, number two owl's up here. This owl is on the tall tree. You have to finish the others. Let's just quickly read them. The owl is something, the short fat tree. Number four owl, the owl is something, something, the small tree. So we've got two words there to fill in. Number five owl, the owl is the pine tree. Number six, the owl is the small tree. 7, the owl is top of the cloud. Number 8, the owl is something, two trees. Okay, down here you have to read and do. We've got a little owl drawn here and then there's some boxes either side of the owl. You've got to draw something in each of those boxes. Here's what you have to do. Number 1, draw a cow to the left of the owl. This is the left side, so we've got to draw a cow in there. Number 2, draw a clown on the other side of the owl. So if the cow is this side, the other side will be this side over here. So you've got to pop a clown in there. Number 3, draw a brown bear before the cow. So if we've got a cow there, you've got to draw a brown bear before the cow in this one. Okay, see if you can do that all on your own.